Your boy's back. Khabib is back. 2 weeks ago, you're telling us he may never come back, and now he's back October 24th against Justin Gaethje. And not only is he back, he's laid it out. He said October, Justin Gaethje, April, Georges St-Pierre.
And then what? So wait, is that it?
And then he said that's it. He told Dana White he wants to end with Georges St-Pierre 30-0. So what's going on? What are your thoughts here? We know you got the scoop. Spill the beans.
I don't know anything. I don't know anything.
They muzzled you?
You know, he's gonna fight, ready to go. I mean, Javier's on his way to Russia after my fight's done. Jav's going out there to train him and get him ready. You know, this dude.
So no AKA this time.
Well, the gym's all messed up, right? And can they even get into the country to train here? You know, it's a mess. You know, it's better for him to be in training in Russia, and he'll be fine. You know, he knows how to train. Everybody's making changes, but it feels good to know that the champ's coming back and he's excited. You know, I've been talking to him. Dude's getting ready. He's always training, but more concerned about how things are going here for us, you know, as he starts to get himself ready for his fight. But it's massive. I think this is a very dangerous fight. This is the most dangerous fight in the division. And I'm excited that he's going to be back sooner than later to defend his championship.
Are you surprised that he's coming back in October?
Well, yeah, you know, because, you know, I thought he would be a little bit longer, but the reality is, you know, we find motivation in different ways. Maybe he wants to honor his father through performance. You know, you watch, like we talked about, you know, you watch his dad's reaction to him beating Dustin Poirier. It was like he was filled with joy, and he can go and represent and honor his father's memory by going out there and competing. It's a big thing. I'm happy for him. I always call him my champion, our champion, you know, because he's the only champ at AKA right now, you know. So we're excited that our champion gets to go fight again.
Massive fight. I you know, people mistake this for disrespect, but it's not. I've called Khabib the most dominant fighter in the history of the sport, certainly the history of the UFC. 20-0, 12-0 inside the octagon. Only lost one round officially. That was round 3 to Conor McGregor, of course. But I think Justin Gaethje, this version of Justin Gaethje, will be his toughest test to date, considering his wrestling, his takedown defense, and considering his striking and how hard he hits. If Justin Gaethje is on point, I'm not ultimately saying Justin wins because I have that much respect for Khabib the fighter, but I think he will give Khabib the most fits. And if he could somehow, and I know it's like an impossible thing, but somehow keep this fight standing, look out.
Yeah. Good luck with that. Like, there's not a person.
You don't even think
there's not a person between 155 and 185 that can keep the fight standing with that dude. And okay, I'm being serious.
Well, now you've just lied to the public.
No, I'm being serious.
Because there is one person residing in Saint Isidore, Quebec, Canada, the pride of
Georges
Canada.
St-Pierre?
Yes, my hero and yours. That
George,
man can keep the fight
I love
standing.
GSP, but GSP's getting taken down, man.
No chance.
GSP is getting taken down by Khabib Nurmagomedov, bro. He is getting taken down.
What weight?
It doesn't matter. 170?
165?
165. That's great. Georges St-Pierre versus Khabib Nurmagomedov would be the biggest fight that we've ever. We're going. You and I are going.
Oh my God!
And you're gonna wear your Canadian shirt. You have to.
So I'll just be a total homer.
Yep. Oh, Canada.
Yes,
you know, hey, you
Our
go
hero.
with Canada. I'm gonna have the red, the blue, white, and red of Russia.
Okay.
Plastered across my shirt as Khabib walks to the octagon. Oh, Dagestan, Dagestan. You know this song he listens to?
No,
it's
I don't.
Great song.
Oh, the walkout.
Yeah, it's a great song. That Dagestan song.
It is nice.
It would be the biggest fight that the UFC seen in a long time.
Is this a bet right now? Are we betting on this right now?
Oh, we're definitely making a bet. We're
if
definitely
GSP
betting.
fights Khabib within the next year, by next April, he will win.
You think so?
Yes.
You think GSP beats Khabib Nurmagomedov if they fight?
Yes, I was certain
even with
of
the
it.
time away. Even with the time away,
so
you think George beats him?
I'm happy you said that. When he announced his retirement, not this February, last February, right? So a year and a half ago, I was like, oh, if they would have made this fight in May, there was no doubt in my mind. Now the time off, he's in great shape, right? I mean, you've seen him. He looks to be in great shape. I'm a little worried about the time off, but I really do think he has the skill set. You think you're taking down GSP at will like that?
This is the problem. You don't need to. Khabib doesn't need to take you down at
Who has
will.
better striking? Who has better striking?
Georges St-Pierre.
Okay.
Georges St-Pierre has better striking.
If he can't take GSP down.
Wait, but that's the thing, though. It's not going to be if he can't take GSP down. He is taking GSP down. Like I'm trying to explain to you. He is taking GSP down.
No.
Bro, he's taking GSP down. And once he gets him down, he's going to be stuck there. And that's where the problem arises. It's not. You
think GSP is going to be stuck on the ground? What? You've lost your mind now.
It's not Khabib. Khabib gets to take down. It's once he takes you down, you're stuck. Bro, I remember I'm a heavyweight. I should not feel like, wow, this dude's strong when a 55-pounder grabs you. I remember being on the bottom of him, and I'm like, there's a video out, and I was like, okay, I'm getting up now, right? Because I was just like, I'm just going to get up. I'm just going to explode and get up. But then he was holding me there. So I had to try like really, really hard to get away from the dude. That should not be the case when he fights at 155. So I can only imagine what the guys that are under him feel like whenever he's grappling with them. It's nuts. It's not. You heard Dustin Poirier. He goes, I can't get him off of me. He's like, I can't get him off of me once he gets me down. Bro, he's so strong. It's crazy.
But there are levels to this game, right?
I understand.
Poirier doesn't.
Yes.
Like this
don't
is
disrespect us. Don't disrespect
I'm not.
Dustin Poirier.
Don't make it out like not everyone's the same.
Like,
not everyone's cut from the same cloth.
So. Dustin's not on GSP's level.
Stop.
So he tried to tell me now.
Is that an unfair statement to make? Georges St-Pierre is the greatest fighter to ever fight.
The greatest fighter of all. Georges St-Pierre may be the greatest fighter of all time.
Yes.
So okay, so he's on a different level than most people.
Right.
He's about at the level of Khabib Nurmagomedov. Like that's because I think Khabib Nurmagomedov, like you said, is the most dominant fighter the world has ever seen. Not just the UFC, the entire world. Like what he has done to people is insane.
It's unbelievable. Absolutely.
Yesterday, when I put that video up of me beating the ratings adjuster, people were like, I wonder what this dude's going to rate Khabib. 6 stars is what I'm going to do. 6
is that
stars.
The most?
No, 5 is the most. I'm giving this dude an extra star. That when you go 28-0, and you don't make any mistakes, there's no hiccups, right? Like even for John Jones, who's undefeated.
Round 3 against Conor.
But even for John Jones, right?
Oh,
wow.
Yes.
So when you're nitpicking rounds, like when you have to pick rounds,
I'm just doing that for the annoying losers.
But that's online. How crazy, though. Like that's how crazy dominant.
I'm gonna get like 15 DMs now. You SOB.
But you don't like. Here's the thing. Let's clear this up. You don't hate Khabib.
I love Khabib. I have no issues. No.
You've always praised Khabib. You praised Kamaru Usman to the moon after he defended his championship. You praised Gilbert Burns for how great he looked against Tyron Woodley. This whole narrative that you hate these guys is so ridiculous and absurd. It's crazy. So let's just put that out there right now. But at the end of the day, Khabib Nurmagomedov beats Georges St-Pierre in a fight. But first, he has to get through Justin Gaethje.
Which is not going to be easy, right? Not going to be easy.
Let's not look past the great Justin Gaethje.
Okay, but if he gets by Justin Gaethje, which I don't think will be easy, which I think to date will be his toughest test, do you think the fight actually happens, GSP versus Khabib? Do you think they make it?
I think they try to make it happen.
Because the problem has always been they were, bless you. Was that a sneeze? Yeah. The problem was, and I get it from the UFC's perspective, they didn't want GSP to fight him, potentially win. It could happen, and then walk away. Now you can't make money off the guy who just beat the undefeated Khabib. But if Khabib is going to come out and say, this is my retirement fight.
Well, make the biggest fight possible. Make the biggest fight possible,
right?
Like
nuts.
No, dude, that would be crazy, right? I hope they have crowds for this one. Like if
oh my God, it would be nuts.
There's nothing better, right? There's nothing better than a fight like that with the crowd. As big as these fights they're great with no crowd. I love it. But man, when you're in the arena and Conor walks out, and then Khabib walks, it's the most amazing thing in the world. Yeah. Even as an analyst, I was there when Weidman fought Anderson, and the anticipation was so thick that I'm up on the desk going crazy because I'm like a fan in that moment, So there's nothing like it, and I hope there are fans if Khabib and GSP fight because that would be the most insane atmosphere ever.
If Khabib wins, you get the body shot. If GSP wins, I get 10.
I'm trying to collect more. I'm trying to collect more than that. That body shot's happening.
Regardless?
Well, you've been rolling around with that thing on your head like you've been boxing. Let's just do it, man.
Yeah,
Come on,
it
Ariel.
was boxing.
Let's just
I had
do
to
it.
take a break though because of this
What
whole
happened?
COVID. Well, because of the COVID, I was rolling. I was legit secretly thinking about like one amateur fight, just one, just
Yeah,
for fun,
right.
just to stick it to the haters. You
That
know what
is
I mean?
absolutely insane that you would think about fighting.
One amateur
Against who?
head. I don't know, some scrub. I'll find some guy.
Let me pick the guy. Let me pick the opponent.
No,
I'll find
no,
you somebody to beat. Tell you that.
no. I'm good. I'm
I'll go
good with
pick him
that.
up right at the local liquor store. I'll be, hey, man, I got this guy I want you to fight. You interested?
But now,
I'll
of
drag
course,
him in there.
everything's been shut down. It's been unfortunate. Anyway, I'm very excited about this. It's great to have him back. It's great to
Yeah.
have the GSP stuff. I called GSP last week, and he had no idea. He had no idea about any of this. And I said, George, did you see this comment? Because Dana was asked about it, and he said, he'll consider it if it's a retirement fight. And he kept saying, so in French, damn is mailed, like kind of crap, So he kept saying, mailed, Ariel. Just when I think I'm done, they pull me back in. He said it.
Really?
He said it. He
He's
said
interested.
it.
Oh, he's interested.
Not only that, DC, I got insight into the
Wait,
mind of a genius. Because then he started thinking, he's like, okay, my weight is this. I have to call my coach. I have to do this. I'm in good shape. He starts like talking to himself. And I'm like, wait a second, George. They're not offering you the fight, by the way. It's just like a thing. But like it started to just go like 100 miles an hour in his mind.
Because he's a competitor and he's
Yeah.
great. And he's a competitor and he's great. And when a challenge like that arises, he can't help but think about it. Like, oh, Khabib Nurmagomedov. Now I'm interested.
Doesn't care about the belt. Doesn't care about the belt.
What else interests Georges St-Pierre?
This is it.
Nothing. This is it.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.